Oh, we're gonna have fun. Welcome, Saber enthusiasts. I am Nick Nitro, and I am the Lord of the Crucible. Today, we've got yet another unboxing. It finally came in. I have been waiting for this one for so long. This is my first Saber coming in from Saberforge. And I've been waiting for this model for a while, but let me make one caveat here. Don't do like I did. Before you order something from Saberforge, go through all of their frequently asked questions page, because I ordered a couple of features on here and those features added time. So one of the things I got was the custom powder coating, which I hope that turns out really good. I'm fingers crossed. But that added like 4 to 6 weeks of lead time before they would ship it. So take your time, read everything first, then order and know how long you're gonna wait. I was freaking out. Anyway, I've got it now. So without any further ado, let's get into this thing. So, no fancy box like you do see with some companies. What do we got in here? We got a couple of things. First of all, this is my packing slip. Yep, that's all good. Okay. Like I said, I ordered a couple of things here. Here's one of them. And I was afraid of this. It's not quite the way I wanted it to be. I mean, it is a beautiful color, but I mean, it's very dark. But this is a section of grip wrap. You can actually buy rolls of grip wrap so you can wrap your own saber hilts. This one is Blue Reptile. But anytime you get something like this, it really depends on where on the sheet they cut the strip from. So this is a fairly even scale pattern on here, and it looks nice. But I was hoping for a little bit more larger variation scales. I'll probably buy it again, see if I get a little lucky and get a better space on the sheet that they cut it from. But still, it's a nice dark blue. It might even just show up as black here. We'll just set that right over here. Okay. So here's the accessories pack. What all do we have? You've got your product manual here. This is a Xeno V3, so this should be completely Bluetooth compatible, so you should be able to use the app on your phone. Their user guides, complete with a QR code, so you can pull up the user guide directly on your phone. We'll set that right there. Okay, charging cable, USB-C, and a charging block. I like it when I get these. I really do. It's actually getting harder and harder to find 5-volt 1-amp charging blocks. Ah, there is an Allen key in here. Okay, here's the blade. Looks like a lot of people are going to these heavy plastic caps for dust covers for the blades. So a nice NeoPixel blade there. I'm going to be a little more careful with this one than I was the last one. I don't want another oopsie moment. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, I'll try and put a link up here that you can go ahead and go to and see that for yourself. That was fun. So here's the Saber. Is there anything else in here? And that appears to be it. Okay. I am excited. First, a little bit about this. This is the Bastion. I love it because it's got like a ton of windows, like 4 columns of windows all the way around the emitter. But the reason I went for Saberforge on this is they have a couple of features that I won't say no other company has. There's a few companies that have similar features, but this came pre-weathered. So we've got the weathering on here. That should look nice. But in addition to that was the powder coating, which I mentioned earlier. And, well, let's just see what it looks like. But I've also got a really nice blade plug and a very interesting cover tech wheel. So let's just get this open. I can't wait. Open up this way. Okay. There we are. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. All right. Oh, look at that. That is really nice. Now, you might be looking at this and going, it's really glossy for a weathered saber. And you're right. You're right. That's the powder coating. Gotta explain this a little bit, though. So, this has got some blue in here, right along these edges and everything. That's from the powder coating. If it was just weathered, you'd see all of the silver from the weathering stand out really nice. Now, if you get the powder coating, be careful with your selection. If I was to just get a regular blue powder coat, have it weathered, put the powder coating on, you'd see no weathering. It would all be blue. This is a transparent blue, so anywhere that the weathering left it black, it stays black. And anywhere that you've got weathering on your edges here, that's what's going to look blue. And if you look at it from the right angle, you've got a little bit of like a purplish blue sheen on the black sections. This is really nice. I like this. That came out really good. I would have liked maybe a little heavier weathering. You can see some area here so that there would be more blue contrast, but I like the way this turned out. I really do. Oh, this is going to be so sweet. Okay, the other things that I got. Let's go ahead and see about removing this blade plug. Okay. So a little bit longer than what I'm used to. Fairly long blade plug. But it's the tip here that I really like. Advertised as metal. And it is a metal blade plug. So they've got some really nice designs on their blade plugs. I'll get some close-ups of this. And you can get them as black, you can get them as brass, you can get them as silver, or I just weathered everything right there. So I like that. That's really nice. And finally, most places don't have that many different kinds of cover tech wheels. Mostly you get to choose the color. They've got some actual designs there. And of course I went ahead and I weathered this one as well. And the only thing that I could complain about more, I mean, you see how the weathering stands out here. If I didn't get the powder coat, that's the kind of silver you'd see showing through on the saber. I wish they would have powder coated that too. That would be really good too, but there's probably some technical difficulties with that. Wow, that is a deep blade socket. Ooh, when we finally get around to measuring this thing, that's going to be, wow, that's going to be deep. Okay. This is going to be nice. Ooh, does it still have power from shipping? That's going to be a question. Yes, it does. That's a little interesting. There's a little edge on the tip there. Well, let's see what this looks like lit up. I'm so excited. I love this. Yes, definitely fits better without the plastic wrap in there. Now, one thing I noticed, we don't have much in the way of a parts kit here. All right, let's see those windows light up. I have been waiting for this thing for 5 years. I have wanted to get one, this specific model, for 5 years with this powder coat job. Finally got it. Come on. Turn you on. And... oh, look at those windows right there. Oh, that is nice. Oh, there you go. I have been, like I said, I've been waiting so long. Now, if you were watching the last video, you saw me make a little oopsie. I'm going to be a bit more careful about it this time. But there's your pommel. Kind of mimics the emitter there. Nice grill on the back. Okay. There's your speaker. Okay. I am not going to be able to make an oopsie on this one. All right, so it looks like this is a unibody construction. Aside from your pommel, this is all one solid piece. So if there is an SD card chip in there, I'm going to need to back out this screw back here and pull the whole chassis out, which does prevent me from making mistakes. Do what I've done. Okay, it's probably a good idea. But still, I am really pleased with this one. Oh, just look at that. Blue is more subtle than I was thinking, but it turned out nice. Turned out really nice. Let me know what you think of this saber down in the comments below. Do you think it was worth 6 weeks waiting for the powder coating? Personally, I'm going to say it was worth it. Not everybody's going to say the same thing. But I'm really happy. This is the Eco Bastion, by the way, the Eco Bastion. This is like one of their lower levels. But I went ahead and got the Xeno 3 for it. So all told, as you see it here, with the extra grip wrap, which I'm probably going to put on a different saber, this ran $341 with all of the extras. The blade plug, the weathered blade plug, the weathered cover tech wheel, the weathering, and the powder coating. So, yeah. I'm sorry, if this seems like it's going to be a short video, it probably is, because I'm getting ready to go out and spin this thing around. So, you guys have yourselves a good one. I'm going to go have some fun. Rocky, you didn't have to say anything this time. I was a good boy. So, on behalf of Rocky, the other birds, I'm Nick Nitro, and I will see you in the Crucible.